So when you look at the Browns' defense, they add Graham and Schlesinger with their first two picks, um, and they already had Garrett, they had Ward, JOK. They might have. How good can that unit be?
I mean, I think it can be very good. We've seen before that it's capable of being an extremely high level defense, maybe a bit boom or bust, maybe a little high variance, but extremely talented, extremely difficult to stop. They've still got the majority of those pieces in the house. Mason Graham, as I said, I think on the field, he's got some of the best tape of any player from this entire draft class. He was an absolute one-man wrecking ball for the Michigan defensive line. He had help alongside him, but he was by far their best player consistently. Plugging him in next to Myles Garrett should make a huge impact. Garrett will keep attention away from him. He'll be able to draw some of the attention away from Myles Garrett. And the two of them will work in concert. Myles Garrett will get more opportunities because Mason Graham is going to be pushing the pocket in the middle and providing an interior push that they haven't necessarily had consistently for the last few years. So, yeah, I think this group has the potential to be very good again, and they've added athletic, potential playmakers to the defense.
How much of a concern is the offense? Is that I look and see a lot of question marks there.
Yeah, I mean, it's there's question marks basically at every unit on the offensive side, whether it's receiving core, the backfield, the offensive line, or quarterback. All of them are at least to some degree or other worrisome, depending on which group you're talking about. But I do think the potential is there for pretty much all of them to be better than they look on paper. The running back room could easily be very good right out of the gate with the two rookies. The offensive line could easily be a perfectly serviceable unit as a collective. There's still a lot of talent there from when it was at its best and one of the best lines in the NFL. The two rookies that they drafted a quarterback, I think each are worth a roll of the dice. If one of them can win that job, the quarterback play might be okay. And then again, that receiving core, a lot of questions there, but we don't know what it looks like when they're given pretty high level quarterback play. So, yeah, it's definitely question marks at every single unit. And when that's true, the chances are one or two of those units will be a problem this season. It's unlikely that all of them end up hitting, the optimistic range of outcomes that they have. So, generally this offense is probably going to be looking at being an average at best unit.